So yesterday we worked with the strings. We were comparing the strings in this using the equality operator as well as using equals, and one more thing is with compare to. So with the help of these we were comparing the strings. So we found some differences between them. When string s1 equal to 1, 2, 3, and when you make string s2 equal to new string 1, 2, 3, when you try to compare them, it says that they are not equal because they are two different reference objects. But when you compare s1 and s3, they are giving you same reason, they refer the same object 1, 2, 3. So like this we saw yesterday, and apart from that we have done some other things also. Whether the given character is alphabet or not, we converted actually length. So like this we did yesterday a few things with the given strings. As far as string manipulation is concerned, we have three different types of string objects in the Java. One is string, the other one is string buffer, one more is string builder, the last one is going to be string tokenizer. Like this we have here string tokenizer. Like this we have four versions of the string for manipulation of the strings. As we know, string is not mutable. That means the contents of the string cannot be modified. Once you create string object, the contents of string object cannot be modified. But when you look at string buffer or string builder, you can modify the contents of it. The contents of string buffer or string builder can be modified. Okay. So when you take string tokenizer, the given string you can convert into smaller tokens and you can keep in the string with the help of the string tokenizer. Using a delimiter, we can be converting the given string into number of tokens. Suppose you have a sentence with more than one word, all those words you can put into tokenizer. That means like number of tokens you can convert based on the space there. So like this we can be using. Today we are going to look into string buffer. How string buffer is going to be working, let us see in that. So here I try to show you one program called as dancing dolls. How they dance in that we can see. So this application, what I copied exactly. Okay. For loop is that we don't do it at that. Later on we do because we have for loop. Fine. This one is going to be new Java project. This is string manipulation with this is SB string buffer. We try to make it string manipulation with SB string buffer. With that we are going to do it. Click on finish. Expand this here. Then try to create a new class. The class is here SB for mutability. Mutability we can put like this. String builder for mutability. This contains here a main method for us. Okay. Now in this we try to first go to this part, import the java dot, here it is java dot util, then dot star, import similarly java dot anything like text we have, let us see text, then dot star. So we use like that the text package also in this. Next one here I want to create a string buffer object. string buffer object sb is equal to new string buffer I create. New string buffer I can be making like this. I'm trying to make here new string buffer. Then here I make a empty string buffer. I'm just making actually a empty string buffer here. It's not containing any data right now. Now I can be appending data to this. Take here object sb, then dot append. You can take append here. To this data you can put this. I can put here. I appended this, followed by once again I do obj sb dot append. Then in this again I can write this as is. I have written like this. This is, but here I require a space before that. And right here obj sb, then dot append. Here I want to give a space, then put a. Try to append here a. This is, put object sb, then dot append. Then write it. This is a. Try to put it as word. This is a. This is a reason. Put something like this. So something I want to make in this. This is a reason I make like this. Now let me print it here. System dot out dot println. I can write system dot out dot println followed by I want to print it. Object sb, then dot to string. I can convert to string. I can be printing it here. Okay, so this prints for us. And how many characters are in this? I want to find out. I would like to find out how many characters are in this. Here, therefore, I put system dot out dot println. Print it. The string contains the string. Here, put plus. What we write here? Object sb dot toString contains here toString. Here plus contains. Here write plus object sb dot, what we write here, length. With the help of length you can find out how many characters in this. Length, then this is characters. Like this we can be making it. We try to put this way. Now let us try to see here what exactly it's going to print for us. This is containing 4, then after 3, 7, that is to 9, then followed by 9 plus 7, 16 characters totally you should find in that. Total characters should be 16 in that. Try to run it. It says here, this is a reason, the string, this is a reason contains 16 characters. It's giving that message for us. It's giving us, it is containing here 16 characters. So total number of characters are going to be 16. Like that, it's printing for us. Now suppose I want to embed double quotes within this. In such cases, I need to use slash here followed by I should put here double quotes. Even here also I should put here slash again followed by double quotes. So like this I can be specifying it. Now see how it looks. The string, this is a reason, contains 16 characters. It's printing for us like this. The string, this is a reason, contains 16 characters. Okay, so here we are appending data to the existing object. That means what? It's mutable. Initially we had only this, but later on what we do, we add more and more words to that. Initially you have this, then is you have, a you have, reason you have. Like this 4 words have been added. Now let me here replace the is with something else. I want to replace is with something else in this. Then try to put here object sb, then dot, try to put here replace. We can have here replace. With this, let us try to replace this here. Replace this one. Take first argument, we need to take there. So this is what exactly first argument, second argument, third argument it's saying here. So go with the replace and see here what exactly replace says. Just move mouse pointer over it. It says here int string. In the type string buffer is not applicable for the argument 0. It says the method replace int string. It is saying in this. Okay. Fix available, not fix. I don't want to go with any fix here. Then dot replace. So first argument, this is second argument, and argument 2 it is. Int argument 0, int argument 1, int argument 2 it is saying here. With this we need to replace this. Fine. So from the given position, number of characters we can replace. So when you look at this here, 4, then followed by space you have is you have. So is going to be 6th place. You need to replace 5 and 2 with the 3 characters there. So try to write here replace. We give here 5th character. Like that, how many we need to replace here? 2 we have to replace in this. We need to replace followed by, let us try to put here was. Like this, let us try to print. Try to print like this. So what it is going to do for us?
What is that 5? What is that 5, Sridhar garu?
5 is nothing but starting character from 5th position. See, this is A you have. This is 0, H is 1, I is 2, S is 4, then space is 5, and I is going to be 6. T is at 0, H is at 1, I is at 2, S is at 3, space is at 4, I is at 5. Like this, from 0 index we start it. So we can be trying to do that. We are trying to replace is with was.
What is 2?
We are trying to replace is with was in this. So is should be becoming was for us. That way we have written. Take here this one, then try to print here. Number of characters or ending character position. We need to check that. This may work or may not work. Okay, correct. This is going to be what? 5th character and 6th character. Those 2 characters we have to be replacing there. So try to take here this as 7. Now it says like this. This is the reason contains 16 characters. This was the reason contains 17 characters. It got changed now. So 5th to 7th we are going to replace. That means what? 5th character and 6th character are going to be getting replaced. Up to 7 is going to be taking like this. Obj sb dot replace 5 comma 7 when you give. So it's going to be replacing here 2 characters with was here. 2 characters are replaced with was. Like this, it's modified here. So replace is going to be like that. It can replace from the given position to given position, the given with a given here word. With a given word, it can be replaced.
But previously it took only like, okay, just replacement. No, there is no space, right?
No space.
Okay.
So like this can be replacing. Here basically I am trying to demonstrate how this is mutable. In the case of string you don't have such features. Here it is mutable because we are modifying the object. Initially only it is this, then it is then a, then reason. Now next thing what we do, we enter a word from keyboard. Okay, that enter, whether it's palindrome or not we need to find out. Whether that's a palindrome or not we need to find out. For that purpose, let us try to write code with the string buffer. So here very first thing I try to put here import java.io .star. I'm going to access now input output library. Then here I can create input stream reader. Input stream ISR is equal to new input stream reader. Make it as system.in. Okay. We create like this system.in. 5 to 7, that is. Then after that we are going to write buffered reader br equal to this is here new buffered reader followed by this is ISR. We put like this. ISR I am taking here. So ISR I am going to take. Then this one I am trying to here read data. For that purpose I declare first of all a string buffer already available for us. We have a string buffer, but we require one more string in this. String this is here str. I create string str. Then take the try block. In the try block we are going to read data. Then this is catch exception ex. Take like this, then try to catch it. We come to the try block in this, and here write boolean brval this equal to false. I put initially. I am going to set it as false. Okay. Next thing here, I want to read data into the same object SB. So therefore, I remove everything. Object SB dot. I can write clear with the help of everything can be deleted. This is fine. Object SB I don't append. I'm going to make a new object in this. So here, or else remove characters. Object SB, then dot it is. Code point, delete. This is not showing properly. Has code index of insert, length, notify all, replace, reverse, to string, substring we take weight. Let's try to create a new object only, that's better. Object SB. This.
Hello.
Yes.
Here BR val means it's a buffer reader value or what?
No, that is different. This is a variable. It is a variable I am declaring. It is a boolean data. It is different.
Okay, you are
BR is
declaring
buffer reader. This is another variable. BR val I require. Whether it is actually a palindrome or not, I want to find out. A local variable I declared in the try block here. Boolean BR val. It is nothing to do with the BR there. So I just write here. I'm trying to read data into this object here. So obj sb is equal to, it is here, new string buffer. I can create another string buffer in this, followed by this is br dot read line. I'm going to read line of data here. One line of data I'm going to read into string buffer. Whether string buffer, now whether it's containing palindrome or not, we need to put on the top of this. System dot, then out dot println. Here write, please enter a string, whether it is a palindrome or not? I tell. Okay. Like this, we are trying to make it. This way, we are going to make it here. Then object SB equal to new string buffer br dot read line. We create another object. Now here str we have defined. Str equal to, we can write it object SB, then dot, we write it as reverse. We can be reversing the given string in this. We can reverse the given string here in this. Okay, when we reverse, we get, I think, another string buffer. Object SB, then dot. When you go with the reverse, it's creating actually another string buffer for us. So from this, what we do, dot toString, we can put it. We can convert into toString like this. We can convert into here a string object. After reversing, we get a string object. Now we can compare these two things. We can be comparing these two things here. Then take in this b or val equal to, here we try to write, we are trying to write in this, it will be, we try to compare both the strings. Therefore, we take it object SB, then dot toString, we convert to string. In this process, even we need to trim it. If somebody enters trailing and leading spaces, with that you have a problem. Trim dot compare to, we can take. Compare to, with what object we compare? Whatever string we are getting, with that we need to compare it. Str dot.
What is string, Sridhar garu? What is string? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
What is trim? I mean, what's the function? What's the function of the trim there?
Trim is going to be removing leading spaces, trailing spaces.
Okay, just combining whole thing into a
No, not combining. See, normally people when they do typing, they put a simply press a space bar before they enter something.
Okay.
It's a practice normally with the data entry operators. If they got habituated to typewriting, first of all they press space bar and they start typing. But in the string we don't require space in the beginning. That space we can remove. At the end of sentence also what we do, simply we press space bar, with that spaces get added. Spaces are not part of the given string. So therefore you can remove them with the help of trim. Leading and trailing spaces you can remove.
Okay, fine.
In the beginning and in the ending they can be removed. First of all we convert to string. With that string we are trying to apply trim. With trim the leading trailing spaces can be removed. Then after that we are comparing this with the str. Again when we reverse it, there also there is a possibility of having the spaces. Here also we can be trimming it. Perform trim here. If it is matching, if it is matching, that means both the strings if they match, they give here 0 value for us. If they give 0, it means that is a palindrome. It is going to be palindrome for us. This is what exactly obj sp.toString.trim.compare to str.trim equal to 0. Therefore, here we can put a question mark. We can be putting here a question mark. We can put a question mark after this. Then write it as, we try to write it as here for true. Then we put it as false. Like this we can be assigning. We did not put any false. Already false is available there. Like this we have here. We can find out now. System dot out dot println. Here it is str, we don't take object sb, we take object sb dot toString, because string buffer you need to convert to string, then you can display like string only. Right here.
Hello.
Is palindrome is, here we put followed by plus b or val. Like this we can be printing. Hello. It as a palindrome or not. We can print like this. Hello. Here what is happening? We first created a string buffer. So into the string buffer we are reading data with the help of the buffered reader. Input string reader. So buffered, we are mapping that with the buffered reader. It is nothing but piping. In fact, we are performing here piping operation. str is a variable.
No, just can you just print it on the console, please?
What is it? Can you make SOP for str variable? Make SOP?
SOP for str.
Okay.
I need SOP for str. That's it.
Fine.
System.out.
No, sir, Sridhar Garu, just str and a variable, just print it on the console. That's it.
It is not going to be anything. It's right now null value. We don't have any data in there.
No. After you reverse the string, you are giving it an value, right?
Yes. We
after that line, yes. Thanks, sir.
Reversal string. Put here followed by str like this, reversing and printing it. So here it is going to compare. What exactly it compares? Are they containing same content or not? They compare. If the content is same, that means they are going to be 0, because we are using compare to. Yesterday we saw these things. So one is what? Double equal symbol. One is equal. One more thing is compare to we saw. With the help of compare to, it can be checking for strings in both the sentences. If they are same, in that case they can return zero value. Otherwise it is going to be less than 0 or greater than 0, depending on that. So if it is 0, it is going to be returning true value, otherwise false. So here also there are certain difficulties, there are certain problems. You may not be getting correct, but try to see first of all how this is going to be working. Please enter a string, whether it is a palindrome or not. I enter something like noon. Noon is a palindrome. Noon is palindrome is true. It is saying like this. Similarly, here I can put moon. See, moon is palindrome is noon. It is moon. Okay. So reverse string is what exactly noon this is. Noon is palindrome is true. It is saying like this. Okay. 1 minute. Similarly, once again I try to run in this. I put that like this. True, it is saying like this. Every time it is saying true only. What is the reason? Let me see in this. Okay. Equals we use. Try to run this. We enter moon. Equals str. It is true, it is false, like this we set. Okay. Object SB once again. Try to run. This is Liril. I enter. Liril true it says. Every time it can't say true. This should be Liril. For everything it says true only. What is the reason? We see mad. True it says. Here is a problem. Let us try to find out. Mad is converted to damn disease. It says here true only. Object sp.toString dot trim dot equals str dot trim. It is saying str equal to, we are reversing it. This is fine. Okay. Here equals, then question mark, true and false it is taking here. So when it equal to 0, that is true, otherwise that is false. Every time it is setting only true there. Reverse string is str. We are trying to compare with str there. Object sp dot reverse. we put one thing. So str equal to object sb, then dot, this is here toString I put, and this is now just I put here reverse I'm trying to make in this, followed by here this one also trim, fine. Try to compare now with this moon, I enter, false it is saying. Similarly, when I enter here noon, it should be saying here true. Noon is palindrome is true, it is saying. So even here we need not use equals, we can use the compare also, we can be getting same thing. So here dot equals, then this is dot compare to, so this equal to, if it is 0, we put true, otherwise we put false. Here again we try to run, enter noon, it is palindrome it says. Similarly we try to enter, we enter moon, this can be false it is saying here. Even when you enter something like this, say noon, even this one is going to say as false, because it is looking for the case sensitivity there. In such cases we can ignore the cases. Dot compare to ignore case you can do with that. Trim dot,
Hello.
compare to ignore case we use, but it is embedding unnecessarily
Hello.
required things. Now with this, when we compare whether it is uppercase or lowercase, it can check based on that, it can print for us. I enter noon, now it's going to be saying it is a true only. Similarly, when you enter like this, here in this case also it shows in the proper way. But when you enter something like moon here, it cannot print properly for us. So reverse string is moon here, noon is palindrome is false. So here, this now stop it.
Hello. Sridhar
Yes,
garu.
please. Yes. Hello.
Mistake ఏముంది? Hello. What was the mistake? What was the mistake?
See, mistake what I did was here, whenever you try to reverse, the original object is getting reversed in that. Whenever you are trying to reverse, what is happening? The original SB is getting reversed. So what I was doing, first I reversed that, then after that from there I am taking string. So then I try to compare the strings. So with that we were not getting correctly. With that. So here in this case what is happening now, I change it like this, object SB equal to new string buffer br.readline. Then here before I reverse I am getting the string in this. I am getting string. Otherwise it was saying every time true only. Whatever you enter, it was saying, it was giving you true only, because whenever you reverse and after that if you try to get the value into str and when you try to compare with the reversed string, definitely what happens, you get the same data. So because of that it was giving error for us. Error in the sense it was successfully working for us, but every time it was saying palindrome. So here now I entered a string, then after that I am putting that into str first. Before I perform any reverse operation, I am assigning to string here. Then after that I am reversing it. So when you reverse, now this str is different, this is different, both are going to be different because we reversed it. After reversing, now I am comparing this with the str with the previous value. So in such cases, you are getting the correct one. So before we use any methods, we need to go through documentation first of all. But remembering all this is really daunting task. You cannot remember all these. They may be minute, but you cannot remember all these things because you have so many methods. So before you do, you need to be testing like this only. With smaller things only, you have to spend a lot of time when compared with bigger things. Bigger things can be straightforward. Like this, they have overloaded. I mean, they kept so many methods actually. You cannot remember. So same mistake I have done in this. Before I reverse, I should be putting the value into some kind of string object. Then after that, if I reverse and compare, it can be correct. So when I try to perform reverse method here, it is changing the original resource. Original source only is getting changed. So because of that, here without putting here str equal to obj.toString, after reversing if I put, definitely it can be it says always the same string. Once again, see here, I don't put this here, I copy from here this one, I copy, then I try to put in this area. What happens, see here. So here let me comment, let us come to this here. It always says the given string is a palindrome only. Whatever you enter, it says palindrome. Even you enter something like pole, it says palindrome is true. If you say something like rain, it says palindrome is true. Because first what I did, I have reversed the string. Then after that, what I am trying to do, I am trying to here return convert the string, the objsb into string. So what happens in the objsb, you have same value when compared with the str. Both are containing same data. Therefore, when you compare same data, it is always going to be returning true value for us. So before reversing, you have to do it. Let me print here. You can see console. This is system.out.println. Followed by here it is, I put object sb, then .toString. ToString here, right? This is before reverse it. Like this we print it. Okay. Then after this, I put here, then try to print it. This is after reverse it. What happens, see in this. Before reversing and after reversing, you have any change in the original string builder, string buffer, we see in this. I enter here moon. What it says, moon, this is before reverse it, noon, this is after reverse it. So noon is palindrome is true, like this we get message here. So to overcome that problem, here what I did, I am not assigning here. As soon as I read from the keyboard, I can be assigning here. With this, the problem can be solved now. So if it is palindrome, then it prints as palindrome. Otherwise, it's not going to be printing it as a palindrome. Now enter here moon. It says not a palindrome. False it is saying here. Similarly, when you try to run here noon, this says it's a palindrome. You are getting correct. And one more thing here in this, even if you mix up uppercase and lowercase, it can be working properly. Reason, we are comparing with the ignore case. We don't bother about uppercase and lowercase. Compared to ignore case, with the help of that we are comparing. So whether you enter uppercase or lowercase, it does not make any difference. It's going to be printing for us. If it is matching, it says true, otherwise it says false. Like this, we can find out whether the given string is a palindrome or not. Same code, if you have to write in C, you have to write somewhat lengthy code. Using lengthy code only, we can be doing in the case of C language. But here, since it is object oriented, most of the functionality is available for us. Without much difficulty, we can find out whether given string is palindrome or not. These are the advantages with the object oriented programming. But the developers of code, they have to put a lot of effort, they have to write it. And we have to use it after going through proper documentation. Each and every method you have to see how they are working. See, you may have experience with some other languages. If you try to use those languages, experience here, sometimes they may not be working. They may not be same. See this feature you have in the C#. In the C#, when you say like this, reverse, it can be creating you another object. It's going to create another object. But here what is happening? The original object is getting modified. So like this you have minor differences. They may not be same with all the languages. Though they look similar, but they may be, in operation they may be different. Here what is happening? Original string builder, string buffer is getting modified here. I was thinking that it's the original string buffer was not getting modified here. It is returning a string or another string buffer that I have to that I have to set to some other string. I was thinking that way I have done initially, so it was giving error. Now I modified everything, so it's working properly for us. These kind of problems also in real time you face. You think like simple only, but they make our life really hell and horrible. They are simple things only, but we don't focus much on them. So because of that, what happens? You face so many problems. Now it is happening in this case. Every time it's printing palindrome. We have written everything correct. Why it is showing like that? We come under sometimes some kind of tension, frustration. So these happen with every programmer normally. Here, same thing we have done. We experienced here. Before you use any method, you have to see carefully what the method is going to do exactly. Then if you use, you get correct result. Otherwise, some incorrect result, some bugs can be introduced. With assumption when you proceed, this problem you have here. So the string buffer is what exactly? It is a modifiable string. We could modify the given string in this. The string we have taken and we are trying to modify with the help of the string buffer. So we are replacing some content in this. Then similarly, we are reversing it. After reversing, whether it's a palindrome or not, or also we are finding here. So just by reversing, we can do it. This is called as here a string. This is nothing but a string buffer object. Similar to the string buffer, you have a string builder. With string builder also, you can be doing same thing. String buffer is basically thread safe. It is thread safe, whereas string builder is not thread safe. Thread safety meaning is more than one thread can be parallelly working on the string buffer. But with string builder, it's not like that. In the case of string builder, the string builder, suppose you are trying to modify, somebody else cannot modify at the same time. In such case, it can give error. String buffer can be slow when compared with the string builder. String builder can be quite fast. So like this minor differences we have between the string buffer and string builder. Okay. So this is going to be string builder. Like this, you can perform different operations on the given string builder. Few more we see in this. Object SB, I take here, then try to look at the methods in this. With so many things like this, appending, you can append a boolean value, you can append a character array you can append. So you can append a float value, you can append an object, string. So like this, you can be appending many things. Then similarly, in the given position, what character it is, you can find out. You can be finding out like this. You can delete certain portion also. From one place to another place, you can be deleting. Let us try to delete something in this. So here we go to, on the top itself, we go to this. Let us try to delete was. We have to delete was from that. So 5, then 5 to 7, we try to delete in that. Here write object SB, then dot it is, delete we take here, delete we take, then here try to delete it. So from 5 to 7, let us delete. What happens in this? See here. 5 to 7, we are going to be deleting it. What ultimately we get? Let us see. So we take this. Now try to print this one here. Now what it says here, the string, this was a reason contains 17 characters. So from was, here W and A got deleted, S is only remaining for us. Starting character to ending character. Ending character is not inclusive in that, therefore. When you say object SB.delete 5, 7, 5th character and 6th are getting deleted, up to 7th character you are taking, like that it is. So if you specify 8, probably the 8th one also can be getting deleted. Was can be getting deleted in such cases. In this. Okay. So let us try to print this one now. 3 characters we try to delete in this. Here say was is totally removed. This a reason contains 14 characters, like this it prints here. So it's printing in this manner for us. You can delete a number of characters from the given position to given position there. From 5th to 8th we could delete. We could delete from 5th to 8th year. So this way you can delete even characters. You can be replacing, you can be deleting also characters. You can be inserting even in between. You can be inserting in between. First we delete here. We can be deleting in that position. So here after that let us try to insert. Object SB, then dot insert. We can use here insert. Then this is what exactly insert it is. Then followed by given position, we take in the given position, try to insert it. So here insert, then specify the position is going to be here 5 is specified, followed by here it is try to put has. So now after this it should be printing has for us. In the place of delete we need to have here has now. This has a reason. Now this was a reason. Now in the place of this was, we are having here has. This has a reason. So like this, it is capable of actually modifying the given string. Given string can be modified. This one is called as a string buffer. So using string buffer, you can be modifying the content in that. You can modify the content of the given string. This is going to be very useful when you want to use same string for number of operations. Throughout your application, if you are maintaining some content, if that is undergoing so many changes, so many modifications, you can use string buffer object. With the help of that, you can be modifying it. So otherwise, if it's one-time operation, you can just use string. So if it's one-time operation, you can use string. But for such operations, if you try to use string, your application is going to be suffering. Because whenever you try to modify a string, every time a new string object gets created. Creating every time new string object is going to be really a very time consuming process, resource hungry activity. Because when you create an object, first of all, here it has to allocate some memory for your object. When the creation of object involves actually a concept called as epilogue and prologue. Prologue and epilogue, you have those. Prologue and epilogue things are there actually. So prologue is going to be creating the required object. For that, certain address first of all have to be reserved. Then followed by, it has to initialize data. Whatever private data you have in the given object, that should be initialized. Then whatever methods are available, they should be made accessible, those methods. So like the creation of object is going to be time consuming always. It's going to be a time consuming operation. So whenever you want to have efficient things, don't go for too many objects. Okay, you don't go for too many objects. Similarly, operations like, for example, you have string data. If you have to modify same content again and again, in such cases, try to use string buffer or string builder, but don't use actually plain string objects. Because whenever you modify a string object, a new string object can be created. So creating string objects and managing all the rest of the string objects in the memory can be really resource hungry activity, and it's going to be time consuming, and garbage collection also is going to be having some kind of burden on it. From time to time, garbage collector has to clear unreferenced objects. So therefore, whenever you want to modify a string for a longer period of time, don't use their string, normal string class. Try to use their string buffer or string builder. With the help of that, we can manage. So this is what mutability. This feature is called as a mutability. So using this, we can be modifying the given string object. Okay, so string buffer, string builder, string all are string versions, whereas string buffer and string builder are modifiable ones. String cannot be modified. So like that, we find plenty of methods on the given string buffer, string builder, and string. You can see them, you can look at them, you can practice with that. You can be getting different results. So here, like this, lot of convenience and comfort is available. As per requirement, we can be using them. But mostly the reversing as well as replacing, then deleting content, inserting in that. So these things we are going to be doing normally in the case of string builder, string buffer. Apart from that, in number of ways also you can be using it. How many times the given character is getting repeated. Similarly, you can replace the given character with how many times it's occurring. That many times you can be replacing it. But for that purpose, you require some while loop, for loop. With the help of for loop, you can be doing it. So that we can do whenever we come across the loops. When we work with loops at the time, we are going to be doing it. So this is exactly what it is: a string buffer, So string is basically a sequence of characters or array of characters. Number of characters you can pack together and you can put under one object, that is called as basically string. It is going to be all Unicode characters. They contain all Unicode characters. That means each and every character requires 2 bytes of space. And the string buffer can be modified on the fly. You can modify, you can delete content from that, you can add new content to that. It's nothing but appending. You can insert in the given location, you can delete from the given location, you can replace from position to position with a specified number of characters and string. You can do like that. So therefore the string builder and string buffer are useful whenever you want to deal with a lot of string contents. And in the string content, if you are maintaining for longer period of time in your application, try to use string builder or string buffer. Don't try to use string if you are getting modified continuously that string there. So with every modification, a new string object gets created. So using every time creating like that objects can be resource hungry activity. So don't use simple strings. If it's one time operation, you can use string. But if you have to do number of times, then use the string builder or string buffer. Initially creating may be a little bit time consuming, but after that it can be working efficiently. So this way you can be using string builder as well as string buffer. Any questions on this, please?
గారు అక్కడ డిలీట్ ఆపరేషన్ లో వై డిడ్ యూ 58 అని చేశారు అక్కడ 57 కదా
5 and
హలో
yes. Can you speak a bit louder, please?
Replace చేసేటప్పుడు you gave it like 57, right?
Yes.
And when you are deleting it, you made it like 58.
Yes. 5 to 7 is going to be what? It's the starting position up to 7. 5 to 7 it is doing it. 7 is not inclusive. 7 is going to 5 to 7. 5 and 6. So two things will be getting changed in that. Here two things for what exactly is. Is getting replaced with was. Okay. So when you take 5 comma 8 here, from 5 to 8, 5, 6 and 7. So 5, 6 and 7 are getting replaced there. Deleted there. So what you are going to have in that was is getting totally deleted. Now in that place I am putting here has.
Okay, fine. So like you 8 does. Okay, I got it. Thanks.
So here we have done even with palindrome also with the help of the question mark operator. Question mark operator efficiently you can use sometimes like this. Normally we need to depend on the if condition with that we do, but here using question mark operator only we can be doing things. Here just we have taken question mark operator, with the help of that we are finding. Since reverse is available for this, we could do. If reverse is not available, we cannot do anything like this. If reverse is not available, probably we cannot use like the question mark operator here we use for finding out palindrome. To find out palindrome, we use it efficiently here question mark operator and reverse. With the help of that we could do it. Otherwise, one array, one index has to start from beginning of the string to middle of the string. Other variable has to start from the ending of the string to middle of string. So whenever they are not matching at that time, you need to break like that. Normally loop is written. But here what we do, we just reverse with the help of that. We are trying to find out, because this comfort is given for us by the string buffer. Because of that, we are doing it this way. Okay, so this is what exactly string buffer and string builder is similar to this. These are nothing but implementations of the string. And to work with string tokenizer, we require in fact arrays. Without arrays we cannot do, but try to do here even with the string tokenizer also. Let me create here string tokenizer object. Take like this. This is object token. Token is equal to, here it is new string tokenizer. Here followed by, I should specify the string object sb, then dot toString. Take like this, followed by here space. I want to use a space. Based on the space, I would like to split it. I can take a space. Based on the space, I would like to split it. Okay, first of all, it can't understand the type here. What it says, character is undefined, so string only we should take. Therefore, take space. With help of space we can be doing it. Okay, now here try to find out how many words are in this. Here try to print system dot out dot println, put like this, number of words in the string tokenizer or number of words in the given sentence, put plus here, followed by here it is object sd, then dot toString, put plus, here it is plus this is followed by object tokens dot, okay, tokens dot, this can be count. We can find the number of tokens in this, how many tokens are available, we can be finding out from this. Like this we can be printing how many tokens are available right now in this. So here I enter a word something like this, Rama sees Amar. It should print here total 3 words. Number of words in the given sentence, Rama sees Amar is 3, it is saying here. It's giving it as 3 for us. It's going to print, there are 3 words in this particular thing. Amar is not a palindrome, it says. Rana sees Amar is palindrome is false. Number of words in the given sentence, Rana sees Amar is 3 here. So this way it's printing for us. How many words are in that? You can find out with the help of that. It's going to be here 3. So 3 things are going to be here printed. So with the help of string tokenizer, we can convert the tokens. One by one token also we can print in this. Here's system dot out dot println. Here put like this, object tokens dot followed by next token. We can print here next token, print it. Similarly we can print next token. Because we know that 3 tokens are available, we can be printing like this. But how many you want to print like it, you cannot print, they give some exception. Totally we can print here 3 tokens. When you enter Rama sees Amar, in such case only it works. Like this. It says here we printed here only 3 number of words in the given sentence. Amit and Amar says Rama is 5. Total 5 words are in this for us. One by one printing here. Amit is printing, DNA is printing, Rama is printing. Because we entered here only 3. If we enter 2 more, in that case we can get it. We assumed that it's going to be containing 3, so we have written for 3. This is nothing but hard coding. So when we do with arrays at the time, we can be iterating over arrays, we can be printing it. With the help of arrays, we can iterate over it, then you can print. So arrays are required for that. Using arrays, each and every character we can print. Tomorrow we are going to work with arrays. We use arrays. So arrays are also going to be reference type of data. You can create array objects. You can iterate over the arrays also. So once we do arrays, we'll be working with the conditional statements. If one more thing is switch case, then after that we look into the loops. We have 4 types of loops. A simple while loop, do while loop, then for loop and for each loop. So all these together we have to do. But somewhere we have to start. If you start working with arrays, okay, you have to know about this one, the loops. If you start with loops, where you implement with arrays, you can be implementing nicely. So which one we have to start? So that's why we finish arrays here, then we can come back to the loops and if conditions. Like this we do. So any questions please on this? Hello? Palindrome is basically, no, palindrome, Palindrome. So any spelling mistake in this? It is palindrome. Palindrome is nothing but when you read a word from beginning to end and end to beginning, if it is sounding same, such things can be called as palindromes. Little is a palindrome. Dad is a palindrome. Similarly, Malayalam is a palindrome. Okay, so noon can be palindrome. So like these things can be palindromes. When you read from, front to back and back to front, when it's sounding same, such things can be called as palindromes. So here we are doing same thing here. It's nothing but palindrome only. We have done with the palindrome today. Hello? Yes, we can use scanner, we can use with the help of scanner also we can be doing it. We can do with the scanner, with that also we can do. But this is a console application to print on the console. Loggers, they are going to be coming in the console window here. So loggers are different mechanism. When you want to put into the output, normally we should use, we can put in the loop. Object token start next token, we can put in loop, but looping so far we haven't discussed it. That's the reason. Instead of, see, so far we haven't discussed about loops. That's why I did not write the loops there. Using for each loop, we can be retrieving it one by one. We can print it. Yeah. So we'll do it tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.